Hello everybody, welcome back to Workbench Wednesdays. Today we're going to be having a go at a project that I've seen quite a lot of on YouTube and Facebook, which is painting these plastic Gresley Teaks, Hornby railroad range to make them look a little bit more realistic. We've got this Citadel paint, which I've seen recommended in a couple of other YouTube videos. It's called Seraphim Sepia, and it's more of a wash than a paint. So I think the idea is you can paint over the markings on the coach and they still show through, so you don't need to reapply the lettering or anything afterwards. I'm not very good at the painting. It's something that I found quite difficult in the past. So
this is a brake coach.
We're going to have a go at this and see how it turns out. We've got 8 of these coaches. I'm just going to try one first and see how it goes out.
This is the one we're going to try because it doesn't work very well. It has the X's on because it derails all the time.
So we're going to try one first and see how that turns out, and then have a go at doing the others later. Let's see how we get on. I'm just going to show you how these come apart ready for painting. First, you just pop the bogies off. They just pull off nice and easily like that. And then you've got some clips to undo. You've got a clip at each end and then 4 clips in the middle that you've got to undo there. And then the 4 clips in the middle just pop out. In fact, those have just come loose as it is. You can prise them out with the screwdriver. And then as you work your way along, same with the clip at the other end. Just do it with the hands actually. There we go, that just comes off. Chassis is separate. You've got a weight there. You've got the seating compartment there, that comes out. And then some of these have been really strongly glued in that I've done, and some of them, like this one, just lift out, which is much nicer and much easier. And that's it. That's got a few broken tabs from that one. And that's now ready. I'm going to mask off the roof with masking tape, and then it'll be ready to paint. The ends just slide out like that, so you can put those separate. Well, here they are. I've prepped up all 8 coach bodies. I've decided I'm going to leave one unpainted for now, so we can do a comparison before and after.
To show you.
This is the one I started on already. It's only had 1 coat, but now I'm going to go and do several coats on all these sides here. Some of these came apart really easily, the ones that didn't have the glazing glued in. Some are more tricky, but we've got them all apart in the end. Some of them have black ends, which is quite interesting. They're not going to take the paint, I don't think, so I'm probably not even going to try painting those. But yeah, we'll have a go at painting them now and see how they look.
Yeah, and also these are going to be featured in one of the another videos, just to swap these coaches out with some new, better versions of these coaches. Just so you know.
Painting begins. Simon's having a go at the painting now. We've done 1 coat of this, and Simon's going to do the 2nd coat. Carefully.
Should I start here?
Start with this one, as I've done the 2nd coat on these 2 already. Spread the paint out nice and thin, so it doesn't all gloop up in one place. Well done. Good job.
I'm doing my favourite one now.
You like the sleeping car, don't you, Simon?
This is my favourite of all of the Gresley Teaks. Except if there was a restaurant one.
Oh yeah, I wonder if you can get a Gresley Teak restaurant car. That would be cool.
By Hornby.
Yeah.
And we could repaint it like we are, because this is quite fun.
We just finished 3 coats on the first side, and it's time to turn them over. They've been drying for about half an hour. I thought it might be interesting to see the contrast between the painted and unpainted sides. So here we go, let's turn these over, ready for painting on the other side. And yeah, you can see quite a difference there. Let's start with the top ones. think on the whole they look better when they're painted. Some of them have come out better than others. We've got a bit of pooling there. We weren't quite careful enough, but could easily scrape some of that off and have another go later if we want to. For now, I'm going to crack on with the second side. This is the one we did earlier, so that has already been painted on that side and it's good and dry. Maybe it could do with one more coat. Okay, ready for round 2. Well, we assembled the coaches and the grey plastic interiors were very obvious through the windows. So we took them all apart again and I've decided to have a go at painting the interiors.
Looks quite good.
Well, with the view that they're not going to be too visible anyway, so even if I make a complete mess of them, perhaps it doesn't matter too much. So we bought an airbrush, sprayed them all a sort of woody brown, and then I'm just having a go, having masked them up, at painting the seats a nice bright red colour. We looked at some photographs of Gresley Teak interiors.
He thinks he's now he's better at painting than he was before.
I'm definitely getting better. The sleeping coach is going to be difficult. I think we're going to do the... What colour shall we do the bed, Simon?
Green, and if you can, do it with the yellow stripe.
Green. I think we'll just do the green beds and leave the rest of it brown. I've got this one masked up, painted, and this one is ready to paint next.
This is the sleeping car.
Going to get the sleeping car masked up after that. So let's crack on with some of that. What are you doing, Simon?
Peeling off the masking tape for the big reveal. Do you want to see one of the seats? That's one of them. You can't get a very good view because the rest of them are covered in masking tape. Anyway, let's take that one off.
Finished the last seats, coach body interior. Definitely got better at painting through the process of doing this. There's my other ones so far. Just the sleeping coach now good to do. I'm going to do the bed coverlets.
The masking tape.
Thank you, Simon, for taking off the masking tape. I'm going to do the bed coverlets in a green colour. So that's next. Well, here's all the finished components ready to go back together. My painted coach interiors, the 6 best ones. There's all my coach bodies. There's 8 there, but I'm going to make 6 really good coaches out of them. All the chassis and stuff and bogies. And I've also got this little bag of people, very cheap painted seating people I'm going to put in some of the coaches. They're not brilliant, but I think because they're going to be inside the coaches, they won't be too visible anyway. So I'm going to start putting them all back together now and we'll see how they look. We've taken our newly repainted Gresley Teaks out to the shed and it's time to give them a run. You can just about make out some of the people in the sleeping car. And there's their bed and their little white sink at the front. And the locomotive we've chosen to haul the train today is 4493 Woodcock in apple green. Well, how do you think it went, Simon? Are you happy with it?
Yes. So happy that we're going to build its own storage box, so it isn't all clumped together in that old shoebox that it used to be in.
Yeah, now we spent so much time and effort making them look really nice. We need to build some proper storage for them.
It doesn't get much better than that. You'll see these teaks in another video. I think it's time to drive large skin mallards with it. So, next video will be that.
Gresley Teak's pulled by live steam mallard.
It doesn't get much better than that. Drop us a comment, like, or subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.